In the first two examples in distribution, we were multiplying binomials by binomials. In other words, there were two terms in the first parentheses and two terms in the second parentheses. This time around, though, it's a little bit different because you have 1, 2, 3 terms in the first parentheses. So we're actually multiplying a trinomial by a binomial. But everything is actually exactly the same. Nothing changes at all. So our first step is to split up the first parentheses into each of its individual terms. So the first term is going to be 5a squared. Then we're going to have negative 2a, and again I'll stress to you that that negative is really important. And then we're going to have plus 7. Okay, so hopefully I don't need to stress to you that the plus is important, because it is. All the signs are always important. Now we've split up the first parentheses. We're going to multiply each of those pieces by the second parentheses. So we're going to multiply all of those 3 pieces by a minus 3. And now we'll do some distributing. So we'll take the 5a squared and we'll multiply it in here, multiply it by the a and the minus 3. Negative 2a, we'll multiply it by a and by minus 3, and plus 7, we'll multiply it by a and by minus 3. Okay, now if you need help with the multiplying, go back and look at the section on distributing a monomial into a polynomial, okay? Let's go from there. So 5a squared by a, it's the same variable, so 5a squared by a is going to be 5a cubed. 5a squared by negative 3, it's a plus by a minus, so it'll be minus 3 5s are 15a squared. Now move on to the second piece. Negative 2a by a. Negative 2a by a, negative by a positive is negative 2. A by a is a squared. Negative 2a by negative 3, minus by minus, is plus 2a by 3 is 6a. And then move on to the next piece. Plus 7 by a is plus 7a. And plus 7 by minus 3, plus by minus is minus, 7 by 3 is 21. Again, if you have any trouble with that line, go back to a previous section, distributing a monomial into a polynomial, or maybe it's called multiplying a polynomial by a monomial, and check out how we did it there, because we did it much more slowly there. Okay, now we have to check, after the multiplication, we have to check to see if there are any like terms. And you'll notice that these two terms here are both a squareds. So we're going to have negative 15a squared and minus 2a squared. Those are like terms. And also the plus 6a and the plus 7a are like terms. In other words, same variable and same exponent. The two extra pieces that we haven't accounted for yet are the 5a cubed and the minus 21. So we'll just keep those. Nothing actually happens to them, we just keep them. So it's going to be 5a cubed. Now, minus 15a squared minus 2a squared. There are no parentheses anymore, so this is just addition. We have the same sign, so we add the numbers. So it's going to be 17a squared, and we keep the sign. They were both negative, so we keep that negative sign. Plus 6a and plus 7a, again, same sign, so we add the numbers. That's going to be 13a. And since they were the same sign, we keep that sign, so it's plus 13a minus 21. So the final answer is 5a cubed minus 17a squared plus 13a minus 21. And you are finished there. Don't try and add 13s to 21s or 13s and 17s or anything else. Even though the letters are the same, the powers are different, and we cannot add. You can't add a regular number like the negative 21 to anything that has a variable attached. You just cannot do it. So we are finished here. You can't add a's with different powers. You can't add regular numbers to a's. You're just finished. Okay, and that is your answer. Okay, thanks for watching.